Hi, everybody. It's Tuesday and it's 2 o'clock. So that means it's time for Top 5 Tuesday. And I love showing up each week and talking to you guys. And it really is so great for being able to get your questions and just really connect with you. So if you jump on here, please say hi or leave an emoticon. Also, if you have any questions, I love seeing questions, especially if it's something I can answer right there live on the show. Also, this is where I get a lot of times the ideas for the videos that I do. The idea is that I want to answer the questions that you guys have regarding racing and racing parts. And so if that's something that I can do, I certainly try to do that. So if you read the description, I've got a couple people saying hi already, and I know a lot of you guys. So Danny and Jared, Dustin, Mark, and Jim. I mean, thank you guys all for being here. I really appreciate it. And I like to try to make things interesting, a little different every once in a while. And so I thought this week, well, for one, let me go ahead and tell you what our live giveaway is today. And this is anything that's a real stranger or anything, but it is our Crate Insider hat. And I just got a shipment of these, so I have a whole pile of them. And at the end of this video, I will also put links into the comments or into the description so that anything we talk about, you can click on over and be able to pick it up. But this is our Crate Insider hat, and it's distressed on purpose. I haven't worn this one. It's just fresh, and you probably see a lot of these in racing. It's a very popular hat style. But that's what we're going to give away this week. And if you are new here, the way we do our giveaway is if you just leave a comment, you can say hi, leave an emoticon, really whatever. And at the end, when we get to the end of this live video, I will bring up random number generator, and I'll just put in however many comments and it'll spit out a number, and that's who wins the hat. And then I send that out for you. So that's what we're going to give away this week. And then I thought it'd be fun to just show something different than what something I haven't talked about in a long time. And I think I was one of the first retailers to jump on board. And have you guys heard of, tell me if you've heard of Real Skins tire covers. I'd love to know. But here's an example of one. This is one for a dirt late model. And the idea of this is that, when you get your tires all ready to roll, maybe you've grooved them or siped them or ground them or whatever, the last thing you want to do is go driving through the pits where it's all muddy and to undo all the work that you've just done. And so what you can do is you can put these tire covers right onto your tires and then go ahead and drive through the pits. You can drive right on them, drive right up to the starting line, where you would get onto the track. And then all you do is you can just pull them like halfway off, then roll the car halfway forward and then pull it off the rest of the way. A pit crew member can do that. And so it really protects. Now, these have a really strong elastic. Now, I did do a video on these. So at the end of this, like I said, I'll have a link in the comments. But I did a video, but the mistake I'd made was I was trying to pretend I was putting these tire covers onto a tire that was not attached to a race car. It was just like a screen. This is when I first doing video and had my video screen up, and trying to manhandle a late model tire. I mean, I make it look so much harder than it actually is. So if it's attached to your car, you just kind of slide it on there, roll the car forward, slide it on the rest of the way. And it has this fabric on the outside. I'm going to try to really show you guys. So you've got fabric on the outside, and then on the inside, it's a slicker type of a material. So, and these are washable, and really kind of a really cool deal. And they're made for modifieds and they're made for dirt late models. So those two different sizes of tires. And the ones I have in stock right now, I have black, red, and blue in the dirt late model, and I have black and red for modifieds. And I thought, hey, let's go ahead and do a special promo especially for those of you who watch. You can be the first ones to know about it. Is if you use the coupon code REAL, REAL, use that coupon code and you can take $20 off for the next week. So I'll run that until the 31st of July. And just to make it easier here, I will talk about, here we go. There we go. Coupon code REAL right there. So just be real for Real Skins. That's kind of what I came up with. And so anyway, it's a fun product. And I know if I had a race car, it would certainly be something I think it would just look cool. So I I like shiny things. You guys, any of you who know me, you know that I love tools and I love shiny things. I love things that are exciting and special, a little bit different. And so the Real Skins tire covers, really cool. They're designed by a racer, so designed by Devin Stewart. He's somebody who's he only lives like 45 minutes away from me. So, and someone who runs a lot of Crate Insider products. And so we worked together since he came out with those, and just a really cool product. So definitely check them out, the Real Skins tire covers, and you can save $20 off with that coupon code. So that brings us to Top 5 Tuesday, and we've got some frequent flyers here, but we've got some new things too. So the first item in number 5 spot is not something that I can pick up, so I went ahead and just have a picture of it. So in the number 5 spot this week is our Winters Wide 5 hubs with the angular contact bearings. Now these you can have it for the front style, and they run $329, or the rear style runs $314.99, and that's just a really good solid product. The 007 hubs with those angular contact bearings, and man, they just look cool. Don't they just look cool? I just think they look cool. So yeah, that's in the number 5 spot. I think I forgot to mention how much the tire covers are. So the modified ones run $165, or the dirt late model ones run, I think it's $185. I'd have to look really quick here. Give me 2 seconds here to look, because I thought I wrote that down, but I think I got it wrong. So let me see here. Yeah, they're $185 and $165. So that's what we've got for those Real Skins tire covers. And now we can move on. Now we've got in the number 4 spot, because you just never know what's going to happen on Top 5 Tuesday and what I'm going to remember and what I'm going to forget. But oil is very popular this week. So in the number 4 spot this week is our Klotz oil. And this is a 1040 oil, fully synthetic. And out of all of the oils we've ever tested, this one seems to perform the best out of all of them in a crate. And really good quality oil. Really great for, keeping your engine running, but also getting that best performance out of it. So we love the Klotz oil, and they come 10 to a case, and they run $139.90 for that case. And now, next up in the number 3 spot, as I mentioned, it's oil week apparently, because in the number 3 spot is our Schaefer's oil. So the Schaefer's 709, it's the racing oil. It's the 10W30, the other one's a 10W40, but they both perform beautifully in a crate engine, the 602s and the 604s. And these, by the case, you'll get 12 of them in this case, and the case runs $104.49. So that's in the number 3 spot. In the number 2 spot, I'm gonna have to say a few more words about this one for sure, but it's one you guys see on Top 5 Tuesday quite a bit, and that is our matched sets of 602 valve springs. Now these are straight up GM valve springs, and we go through and re-rate them. Actually, I rate them, and then we repackage them into intake. So you'll have one bag that'll say intake. There we go, intake, and then the other one that says exhaust. But I want to go ahead and throw out or get rid of a couple of rumors about these. Number one, if you see anybody that says they rate valve springs and that there was a bad batch and they sent them back to GM. GM doesn't take back valve springs. So if I find bad ones, they don't end up going out the door. That much I can tell you. I'm gonna come up with a project with them. With my old crappy ones. I don't know what to do with them yet. Maybe like make one of those chess sets. Have you ever seen those chess sets out of like race car parts? I don't know. It seems like fun. So I can't bring myself to actually throw them away, but I also don't bring myself to be able to ship them out. So anyway, I just wanted to put that to rest. And anybody who's telling you that it takes like 5 sets to make a good set, that's absolute, I'm just gonna say bullshit. It is absolutely bullshit, and then Facebook probably won't let me advertise this video because I said a swear word. Oh no. But just think about it this way. These run retail, what are they, $49.90, and a match set going on our site, I sell those for $99.75. So if you do the math, there's not that much margin. I mean, even if you were making like 10% or 20% or something, you can't stay in business and have 5 sets of springs that are $40 a piece, put $200 in them just so that you can get $100 out of them. I mean, so just stop. Don't listen to if it sounds like crap, it probably is. And let me go ahead and answer a question too, because I get this question quite often, is about how we rate them. I don't rate them at the seat height. We rate them about halfway through the path of travel. So if you call and ask me, well, what are they going to rate at? And I don't have a number that's actually going to make any sense to you, because you figure a valve spring is going to spend most of its life either halfway open or halfway closed. You know, it's going to sit right in here most of the time, either halfway going up or going down. And so that's where we rate them at. And that's how we set the machine. I don't set the machine, the guys do that for me, but then I actually pull the lever, and then a monkey could see, you know, if a monkey could read, you could see what that is. So anyway, we find that we're going to get better accuracy by doing it that way. And that way it really separates which ones, you know, which pressures that they really are at, because you're putting a little bit more pressure onto them. So just want to answer those questions, because there's just little rumor type stuff that flies around. And one of the biggest reasons why we started Crate Insider in the very first place was to really be a place where this is no myths, no fairy dust or voodoo magic. We are straight up, it's tested, it's proven, and we wanted to be a place where we can get rid of those myth type things that go around, those rumors, get rid of rumors, I guess. So that's that about valve springs. And the 602 valve springs, they run $99.75 a set, very, very popular, and great feedback. I mean, everybody's done really well with them. And so we keep on buying valve springs and keep rating them. So that's in the number 2 spot. And in the top spot this week is our Daytona 1 XL1 engine treatment. And this week it's the 64 ounce that is on the top 5 list. Last week it was the 16 ounce. And thanks to our viewer, Ken, he was able to help me with the pricing last week so I could remember which one was which, or as far as pricing goes. The smaller runs $24.95, but this larger one runs $75.83, and it's 64 ounces. And that way it's 4 of the other ones. So 16 ounce would be $24.95. So you would need 4 of those, so nearly $100 to pay for this one, and this one's only running $75.83. So a really good, convenient product. It has this measure and pour cap. So right now you can see it's measured for 4 ounces, and then you would dump that into where you needed to, and then you'd be able to measure the next 4 ounces or whatever, you know, that whatever you needed to do there, and you can just tip it back. So I think it's called the measure and tip bottle, but a really convenient way to have your engine treatment. And what you want to do is 2 to 3 ounces per quart of oil, and take that much oil out. So with a crate engine, most of the time, the easy way is about 16 ounces to 6.5 quarts of oil. And that comes out about right. So that's what we usually do with those. And the engine treatment, I even use it in my car. It gives me better gas mileage because it lowers the friction. And then, of course, in a race car, it's going to free up more horsepower, because the way it works is it binds, you put it in your oil, obviously, and then it binds to any of the ferrous metals in your engine, and it creates a smoother, slicker surface. And anytime we have something that's smoother and slicker, it's going to have less friction and less heat, you know, less friction, less heat, more horsepower, all of those good things. So the Daytona 1 XL1 engine treatment in the top spot this week. So now I'm going to take a quick look and see if there's any questions over here. Oh my goodness, it didn't, it wasn't scrolling down with me. So let's see. Yeah, do the tire covers keep sun and heat off the tire, or do they grow in the sun? That's a great question. I don't know if they have a UV protectant in them or not. That is a great question. Might have to come back to, I'll have to get with Devin. Oh, for a pair or single, it's the tire covers are for a whole set of 4 is what those prices were for a whole set of 4. Let's see, bad valve springs pawns on the chessboard. Absolutely. You know, I love the idea of having a chess set and using the little valve springs, the bad valve springs, as pawns, you know, and just painting them a couple different colors, and, you know, then you just have to figure out all the rest of the pieces. And so good deal. I'll tell it like it is. Absolutely. And let's see. Lucas oil treatment. We actually haven't tested Lucas oil treatments. We just haven't had a chance to do more testing. It's something that we were hoping to do this last spring, and everyone just got busy. So when we get a chance to do more testing, we will do more testing. So I don't have data. I'm not going to tell you one way or the other. Lucas Oil makes a lot of great products, and obviously they're fantastic for racing. So I don't have data, so I don't have numbers. So with that, gosh, we have tons of comments today. Let me go ahead and bring up my random number generator here, and there we go. Number 4. So number 4, like really early on here. Let me see, one of the first people to join. 1, 2, 3. Dustin, you win the hat today. So congratulations, Dustin Weatherford. And Dustin, I probably have your address, but just to be safe, if you could send me a private message with that, that would be great. And then I will get your hat sent out to you. So I thank each and every one of you for watching. Please continue to leave questions on or let me know about these myths and rumors. A lot of times, I will wrap up with this one thing, is that I find out from you guys who's out there like doing what I'm doing or copying or whatever, because truth is, I don't really look at anybody else, what anybody else is doing. I have experts I deal with, and I definitely, if I hear about another expert or if I hear about a new product, I pursue that. But I don't copy anybody else. I run my own race. I do my own thing and work really hard at that. So it's really frustrating when I see the copycats who literally copy fake part numbers that I make up. I mean, that's a lot of fun to see. So anyway, I mean, I thank all of you for your loyalty, for being fantastic viewers and being a part of Crate Insider, and just making this all great. Yeah, I guess we'll make racing great again, right? So thank you all for watching. I will see you next Tuesday at 2 o'clock for Top 5 Tuesday, and have a great weekend.